What's up, everybody? It's me, Guitarhax, coming at you again with yet another tutorial, another mission. This time we're going to be doing We Will Rock You Alpha. It's located in the lava biome, and it's relatively simple. All you need is a spider, high DPS tame. In this case, I have a Rex, a Daeodon if you want to do this multiple times, a tech rifle with roughly 20 element at worst case scenario, some med brews, and make sure you're wearing full ghillie and have a little bit of crops. That way it gives you some food, and it also gives you a little bit of water because you will dehydrate here quickly. Make sure you also have a gas mask because at the very end you're going to be getting some poisonous gases by a basilisk. Now our intent is to just follow these little feet prints, or well, big blob prints. These are from the rock elemental's feet. You just keep going, letting Helena just kind of scan about. She likes to take her sweet time sometimes, which is cool because I'm only on a time limit. You keep going, and the beauty about this mission, okay, I have a Bloodstalker for a reason, and that is the sheer nimbleness of the Bloodstalker. The Bloodstalker has come in clutch for me so many different times, it's not even remotely funny, but it's also the most broken dinosaur in the game in my personal opinion. It doesn't jump when you want to sometimes, it glitches out, you get stuck to the floor, it's like, dude, come on. Anyway, so we end up approaching our very first obstacle, and if you can, an obstacle being the rock alley, if you can, hold down the jump button and then jump out of there as soon as he picks up a rock. You don't want to stay there any longer because trust me when I say it will one tap you or close to it, and then your Bloodstalker will finish you off. So the whole goal is to outline a sight, the rock alley. All right, you want to be just enough away where he can't hit you with a rock, but you also want to shoot him in the face because you hate his face, and then you just end up shredding him. And you notice, like, I just started shooting him, and this is a ramshackle. Okay, don't mind if I just fuck myself. This is a ramshackle tech rifle. It's got like 109 damage and less than 100 dura. It's actually kind of crap. I got it from one of the missions. If you'd like to know which mission, you know what I'm saying, just drop a comment below and ask me which one. I might make a video on that one as well and how to accomplish it. Um, so yeah, you just sit here and start shredding, and then eventually he'll end up going away. I believe when he's at like 2/3 health, because there's three different sections, the third one being the last and final one, you have to off him. So you literally just keep shooting him any chance you get. Try to aim like where he's heading. I like to try to shoot him not when he's walking side to side, but when he's going back and forth. Now, when I said earlier that it'll pretty much one tap you, or at least close to, and your Bloodstalker finish you off, it is good to have some blood bags on you because that way the Bloodstalker will eat the blood bags and not you. And that's the goal. So anyway, okay, now we're going to follow his trail again, even though he totally didn't go this way, but we're going to pretend he did. And you just keep on following it. Now, this bridge right here is a little tricky. And also, you might want to get all the footprints too, because it doesn't really matter, but it does at the same time. It's weird. It's kind of wonky. Anyway, so you keep following it. Now, this bridge right here is a little bit of issue. You can either go straight or to the side. If you go straight across this bridge, it's super easy. But if you go to the right, and it tells you to, like you'll see he just kind of veers off to the right, that's when you're going to be in a little bit of a tricky spot. Now, I've experienced this so many times, and this is why it's good to have blood bags or a Daeodon to heal you after, but preferably blood bags. I made the mistake of not carrying enough, but I brought a Daeodon because I did multiple missions of this. Now, you'll see I'm holding down the jump because I'm ready to just buy, because this guy is just going to spawn out of literal nowhere. See, I'm a little sketched at. I'm hoping Helena will kind of make him pop out, but I guess he just wants to kill me. He wants to make his personal mission. So I guess we'll just kind of give him what he wants, but not really, because I just try to be sneaky and make him pop out. But nope, so I'm going to land, and he's going to be right there. And he's going to hit me, almost kill my Bloodstalker. Bloodstalker's going to start eating my blood bags. At this point, I'm like, holy shit, thank God I have blood bags. And yeah, I try to get to a safe spot before he throws a boulder at me to finish me off. Now, at this point, he's starting to eat my ghillie, though. So he's actually starting to eat me, which is not cool. Broke my chest piece, and now I'm going to start to overheat. So I jump off him real quick. I go ahead and throw out my Daeodon. Of course, you got to keep in mind that this is going to make your crowd timer 5 minutes. So I can't throw out my DPS dino, or my Rex in this case, for 5 minutes. And that may not seem like a lot, but you'll kind of see. You'll see how this could kind of hinder you. So bring blood bags if at all possible. But here we are again, outline of sighting him, shooting him a little further away than I would like, but it still gives me plenty of time to just lay waste. And you can see his health absolutely draining. Throwing boulders at me, he can't he can't touch me. I don't even care. The only thing that can kill me at this point is a dino behind me, like Ark likes to do. We've all been there. Or I end up shooting the ground with a little bit of a tech blast, and it just kind of claps me. But that's why I have med brews. So anyway, we're going to keep on blasting him, and you'll see he's a little bit over half health now. And from this point, he just kind of goes back and forth. And it just kind of makes it a little bit harder to hit him. That's why I kind of like to get a little bit closer to him. But I've done this mission enough where if I get too close to him, I've actually lost Bloodstalkers to this, and it's not cool. So I err on the side of caution here. But anyway, so he's right around that point. I went to go check on my my spider, make sure he was still healing and all that good stuff. And he disappeared, so that's cool. So I went back over my Daeodon. Hopefully he didn't use too much food because I use him, multiple trips for the DPS dino. I crab pot him up real quick, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right back on my Bloodstalker after I sit there and question my life decisions. Yep. So I jump on my Bloodstalker, and then I jump back down there. Now you'll be happy to hear that him just poofing in front of your face, that's kind of not really a rare thing, but it only happens once, if at all possible, during these. So like if he goes across the bridge, it's not going to happen. You're just going to see him, and he's not going to poof on you and just kind of like smack you in the face, which is lame. But anyway, so we start going over here, and you'll see that little opening. Okay, ignore the rock slide. You'll see that little opening right here. Yeah, right here. And then you'll eventually see a little bit of a bridge. Now this bridge that goes over lava, that's to signify that you are like right there. Now my advice to you would be, if you don't have a crowd timer like I do, which, I had to throw out the Daeodon to heal my spider, I would go ahead and throw my DPS dino right next to this rock formation to my right, that bigger one, because you'll see it's the bridge, and this is right around the area you're going to see a basilisk, 3 scorpions, and this is right here before I throw it out. Basilisk, 3 scorpions, and the rock Ghillie, which you have to finish off, which you are going to finish off the rock Ghillie first. I've only had one instance where the basilisk and or rock Ghillie starts smacking my DPS dino without me wanting them to. And because they usually aggroed on me after I keep blasting them. But you want to hold down the jump button because you want to get ready. He picks up a rock, you fly, like no ifs, ands, or buts. And of course, when I try to record something, there's gonna be an Arthropleura here or some kind of dino just to make my life terrible. And like I said, broken dinosaur. And watch me just kind of spaz and freak out trying to aggro this dude. Now I would stay right here, but I've actually had a boulder thrown at my face from right there, and it was my last recording, and yeah, it just was terrible. It knew I was recording. Like, it's always been so easy up until this point. So anyway, we're going to get to a spot where we can no longer be hit. Now, the key is as well, is that bass was down there, he can also bomb you, and he actually has a little bit more range on him than the boulder throw of the rock Ghillie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start blasting, I'm going to start to get a little bit of vantage points on him, and I'm just, I'm going to cut forward to right when he dies, because you get the point at this juncture in time. You outline a sight, you keep blasting. Outline a sight, keep blasting. And we're back. As you can see, the rock Ghillie is almost dead. I got plenty of time left, 6 minutes and just over 30 seconds. And I've just been sitting here blasting. Level 1000. That is why my spider almost died. Insta-clap. 8,000 health, and was feeding off of me to survive. Alright, so basically now what we're doing right here is we are getting off our broken dino that's stuck to the ground. We're throwing our DPS dino out. We're putting our gas mask on. This is highly important. If you do not have a gas mask, you will die. You're going to fail the mission, and you just wasted element doing this from your tech rifle, and you might lose your kit. Right now I'm on Smalltribes, and at any point in time someone can just come back and just snag my stuff. But anyway, we get our DPS dino. As you can see, it already has torpor because I've done this before, and I kind of wish I didn't do that because these are highly torpor-inducing tames. Anyway, so we dodge that one like a ninja. We just start hitting it. And as you can see, we are doing quite a bit of damage with our DPS dino. This Rex right here, to put it in perspective for you, has an 80 armor saddle. It has 850 plus melee. Actually, I think it's more like 950 plus melee, but it's not quite 1,000. Now the goal here is to pretty much get every single DPS dino in here in the sense of the scorpions and the basilisks, because every bite I want to hit everything equally. If I just try to segregate them, I would not have enough time, at least not until servers open up, and then, you know, maybe a Giga would just make short work out of all of this, to be completely honest with you. But we're just going to sit here. We want to keep an eye on our torpor. Gets too high, obviously that's a problem. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Again, 80 armor saddled, 25k health at 850 or 950 melee. Basilisk is almost dead, and that's the one I'm really concerned about. The Basilisk is pretty much, it's the danger one. It's the danger noodle. I'm trying to avoid that at all cost. So it dies, and you can see it's a level 50, but since it is a kind of like it's part of the brute mission, you're gonna get lots of experience for it. I didn't get anything because, well, I am 105, and I'm not ascended yet. Anyway, so as you can see, we are actually stuck between the scorpions, and I'm trying to finagle a point where I can hit all three at the same time, and that is my goal. Or else I'm just kind of getting torpor for no reason. I want them to slowly die. You can see the middle scorpion in the little bars on the right hand side. That one's, I haven't hit that one enough, and it's been lucky so far. But I found a spot right here where I'm hitting all three at the same time, and you just want to keep this up. Now, quick words of wisdom for you. When you farm these hexagons, what you want to get is you want to get the 20k crates. I ended up getting an ascended flak helmet BP with my crafting character. I took a mind wipe and I got 105 crafting. I didn't even do a focal chili, and I ended up getting over 900 Dura on my helmets. Now, if you want a link to that video is going to be in the description just to check it out. It's all good fun. I was also showing how to do a nice little chitin farm for that CPOP, with a Megatherium OP, and it was just a tamed one. It wasn't even bred, no mutations. It just killed with a decent saddle, and it was like a 43 saddle, easily obtainable. So we killed 2 scorpions so far, and now we're literally just left with 1. And at this point, I'm not really worried about anything. But you look at my health. My health compared to when I started. This is why you want to get them all together, and you just want to murder them, because you'll slowly start to eliminate them, and then eventually their DPS will be next to nothing. And he's dead, and boom, we got the 30,000 hexagons, and this is my loot that I got. Just take a minute to look at it. Fabricated pistol, no one really cares about that. But we're going to just get Carcano saddles. This mission is notorious for Carcano saddles. Like, I've gotten 70 armor, 80 armor, 90 armor, and it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. I ended up actually getting a Theory saddle out of this one, which is awesome, because my later boss fight upcoming, I want to use Theories. Boss Theories. Yeah, look at me, I'm just hovering over there. I'm like, yeah, finally. But if you guys want to see the boss fight as well, feel free to drop that in the comments down below. Thanks for watching the video. If you want more content like this, like, subscribe, leave a comment, show me some love. Thank y'all, and have a good one.